we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more. Oh, even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
Days without water along the sun-soaked road. We crossed over borders to get where we are, and it's all for you. It's madness.
Lunacy by Joe Fury. It's madness.
Hi everyone, welcome to Lunch Therapy. This is Warm Socks Tuesday because I understand that there's some cold weather going on around the world here today, at least around the Seattle area. I see there's a bunch of snow. Here in Los Angeles, it's kind of the same, maybe just a little chillier, but we don't really have weather here. But we're going to take a look at some of the weather in Seattle. We're going to take a look at some of the hummingbirds, how they deal with the snow and the cold. Yes, that was Lunacy by Joe Fury. It's a very wonderful cologne. I'm wearing it now. Sometimes people say they can smell it all the way through the internet. It smells that strong. It is a strong, musky odor. I think they get the smell from the glands of an ox mixed with an otter, with otter feces. I think that's how they do it. It's a special mixture. Joe Fury went all the way to France to mix it, where they had all kinds of different species of otter and different kinds of musk oxen. I'm wearing a a Christmassy shirt today. I'm going to show that to you. Let's see if I can just back up. Don't stop believing. Don't stop believing, people out there. Don't stop believing. It reminds me of a Journey song that I won't sing right now, but
Don't stop.
oh yeah. There we go. There we go, Bloss. Yeah. Maybe a little whale puke. Yeah, I think there's a little whale puke in that. I don't know. It's a very secretive recipe. I probably gave out too much information, but it's strong. Let's just say it's super strong. And if you want to really overpower your enemies, get yourself some Lunacy by Fury. That was filmed actually last year at this time. We were in Mexico. Can't even believe that. Can't even believe that. Whoa, what's happening? Let's see what Todd's saying here. We talking about Bloss' new cologne? No, we're talking about Joe Fury's cologne. But, we did send a case over to Bloss. Just, as a Christmas present, as a thank you. So you're going to be able to smell that.
Nope.
Don't forget a bit of rat urine. Don't give away the whole formula, because other people will copy it. It's very, effective, too. If you know what I mean. Very effective. I'm going to ask y'all about something that I saw recently. It's this. Violent Night. Has anybody seen this movie? I'm just like, what's going on here? Santa Claus is like some kind of vigilante. And in the trailer, I saw the trailer. I haven't seen the movie. He's like killing people, I think. Santa Claus killing people. And they say it's like this generation's Home Alone or something like that. But I'm just wondering, like, what's going on? What have we gotten to? But somebody has to see it. Maybe somebody saw it already. Some of the hummingbirds can let us know what the hell is going on. There's another thing that came to my attention, which is also just maybe more disturbing, is this. It's called Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. That's like a movie where Winnie the Pooh and Piglet goes around slaughtering people. And I'm thinking we're going down, I don't care, the Santa Claus movie got really good reviews and on Rotten Tomatoes, super popular, but I'm thinking we're heading down a slippery slope. I mean, I'm all for bad Santa, but bad Santa, like Winnie the Pooh murdering people. And apparently this, from what I understand, I did some research. Let's see what Todd says.'s the actor from Stranger Things, right? The guy in the Santa Claus movie, right? He's a fantastic actor. He also played the, I don't know. He's been in a bunch of movies. I haven't seen him, but I do really like the guy. I saw an interview where he toured his apartment in New York City. Seems like a really cool guy. But yeah, this shit has gotten quite dark. This generation's Home Alone is a stint in Guantanamo. Yeah. Santa kills you whether you're naughty or nice. What does Winnie the Pooh, though, do? Because Winnie the Pooh, Winnie is like, he's kind of sacred, right? He's a spiritual little bear, and he says spiritual things, and now all of a sudden he's like murdering people with, I don't know what that is, an axe, a sledgehammer, I don't know. We're going to have to ask Bloss what he has to say about this. He's doing sound effects. People are talking. So Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey hasn't come out yet. And the thing is, the reason that they can do this is because the rights have come up as public domain. And so the filmmaker's like, well, I'm just going to go for it then. It doesn't really look like Winnie the Pooh. And one of the things is, next year, the rights for Mickey Mouse are coming up as public domain. What's going to happen then? Is Mickey Mouse going to start slaughtering people?
No,
Santa kills you whether you're naughty or nice. Oh my God, I'm not even reading that one. This generation could use a month in Guantanamo. God, it is getting dark. Let's get in. I knew it would. Oh, I want to point out one other thing. Wait, let's do. There's some other people. We haven't even started the show yet. Just tell them there is cucumber water and hot stones, and it's tech-free. They'll pay. I got Bloss is doing something with his camera. I don't know what he's doing. I'm going to put you on the screen. Classic Productions. Yeah. I don't know. There it is. It's an advertisement for Classic Productions. I got another advertisement. We'll have to ask him about that. Got another advertisement here. That's a good thing. It's Ginny Sykes. I'm not even on the screen anymore. Let's get into the show. But I got to show you, Ginny Sykes is going to be at the Comedy Store this Friday, 7 p.m., December 23rd. I know it's like, you know, the day before Christmas Eve. What better way to spend it with your relatives than seeing Ginny Sykes at the Comedy Store? So get your ass on over there. This is lunch therapy. All right. Hello, everybody. Blas, I love your shirt. I love your shirt. Are you going to see that movie?
Retro.
Are you going to see the movie about the
which one?
Santa Claus?
Santa Night?
Yeah.
No.
No. It's weird. It's freaking me out because it's actually getting good reviews. This guy, everybody loves him. What's that guy's name?
Shoot, I was just going to look it up right now. I forgot.
You'd have to look it up. Because he's a famous actor.
He's a great actor. He's one of those guys that you see all the time.
Yeah.
But you can't remember his name. Sort of like a Louis Guzman.
He played Hellboy, too.
And
Hellboy.
Yeah, he played what?
Hellboy. In the kind of sequel to Hellboy or something.
Sequel, yeah, not the original. Yeah,
Not the original.
not the first one. But I'll tell you a movie he was in that you'll remember. I just forgot the name of the stupid movie. Something Road with Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
In the late 50s.
Yep.
He played
Revolution
like
Road.
a copywriter or something like that. For
Revolution Road.
And remember they were married and they had what was the name of the movie? Somebody tell me the name of the movie.
Revolution Road.
Revolutionary Road.
Revolution.
Yeah, that's it.
Revolutionary Road. Okay.
He was the neighbor next door
Yeah.
that had an affair with Kate Winslet in the car. That was him.
Perdition.
Great.
Road to Perdition. That's a different one. That's like
No,
Paul
Road to
Newman?
Perdition is Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, Paul Newman.
That was like a during the.
No, Revolutionary Road was a great
Prohibition.
movie. The brain cells are starting to
Yeah,
fire
very
again,
good.
and I remember that being a
She
great
was pretty
movie.
intense.
Michael Shannon has kind of made his debut in that thing, didn't he?
Oh, he was great. He played a little
Guy next
socially
door.
awkward, crazy.
Yep.
Okay, you know,
Son of
back
the
then we
neighbors.
used to call him retarded. So I mean, I don't know if it's.
Well,
PC.
you were wrong. You were wrong, Blas.
I was wrong, or the whole country was wrong.
Entire English-speaking world was wrong. I had to decide who's right and wrong.
Wait, is that who's saying that? Kate Winslet has a thing for sex in cars.
In cars. It's Todd Lee.
Because-
Todd Lee.
Because Kate Winslet has a thing for sex.
He likes being nude on camera, right?
Yeah,
I mean-
she loves it. She's very.
Even
Very,
in
very, very
Titanic,
good.
which was like
I
a
mean-
family movie.
Yeah.
She's like, I think I'm going to
that's
get
his
nude.
referral. You said, remember they had sex in the car?
In Titanic, it's hard to get a
Yeah, they had. I think
hard
they
to
had
get a
sex in the
car on.
Okay,
Well, there
take a
might have been
portrait.
cars on the Titanic. I don't know. It was a big ship. It was a big ship. We got to breathe.
There were cars. They were hiding.
We got a lot going on today. Oof. I am breathing already. I am breathing. But it's just going to be a strong show because we've got some really important things to talk about. The first thing while we're breathing is I'd like to know, what is this, Blas?
This, my friend, is a store in Culver City, old downtown Culver City on Main. It's called Gratitude Market. My friend owns it, who I've been, actually, Brother Jamel and I both have been working with her. She's a huge community builder, philanthropist. And Joel, you and Kamala should know that woman right there sitting down drawing.
Yeah.
Her name is Amy. This place originally was called the Whole Nine Gallery, Whole Nine Gallery. And she had artists come in, various artists come in, and they could put their stuff here. And every weekend she'd have these open.
How often does this thing happen?
Well, the store's open to all the time, 7 days a week. But certain days, like where they block off the road and stuff sometimes. She'll have me or Jamel come down with DJ, got some attention. It's like
there was music on this originally, and that was you DJing?
Yeah, the music that's on here is me playing with music in the background.
That's fun.
But see, now since COVID, it's not a gallery for just art. She turned it into a market, the gratitude market. But see these pieces right here?
Yeah.
These are all from an original artist. You can't get these anywhere else but the artist's website and this store. And all those
cool.
items in there, those two women on the left of the DJ booth, that's her jewelry. And the other lady that was painting, who I said you should remember, she actually worked on Equal Means Equal.
Oh, you're saying we should know her in that we know her. Not we should know her. You should know her. You should recognize her.
I mentioned, I told we're gonna get both of them on the show, Joel.
Cool.
Both those artists and the store owner, to promote their work and what they're doing. That woman right there. She goes,
wow.
I go, Joel Marshall. I said he's a huge woman's advocate. He produced a movie with his wife.
For a second there, I thought you were gonna say he's a huge dick.
Well, I did, but I didn't think
it went the other way. He's a huge advocate for women. I don't know. I guess I just, I was bracing for the worst.
Because you're a dick.
It's huge. Okay, so let's get on. Let's get on with the snow in Seattle, which is kind of a breaking news. But let's breathe. This is a hummingbird from Guignel in the snow.
Where's the hummingbird?
Kamala says
Right
Amy
there?
is awesome. There, Amy. That's who we're talking about. I take it. Guignel says I'm a huge bag of dicks. We love the supporters that support EME. Of course we do. And we love hummingbirds.
You're a big bag.
So you ready to breathe? Because I am a huge bag.
I am.
There's a weird mix of things happening here today. It's a mix of kind of like lunacy cologne. It's like a mix of a lot of different things. Some things are putrids. Other things are divine. That's the way the show is. Behind us, we have a hummingbird. I don't know what his name is. Maybe Guignel can tell us. But let's breathe while watching a hummingbird in the snow, okay?
I'm ready. Let's go.
You're up,
Take
man.
a big
You
deep
do it.
breath. In through the nose, out through the toes, everyone. There we go. Hold it. Oh, let it go.
Hummingbirds are good in the snow, by the way. One of the reasons hummingbirds get nectar from flowers is because insects can't do it in the bad weather. So in the jungle, I don't know wherever the insects were going around picking up the nectar, the birds started to say, "Hey, we can handle this," and they developed into these hummingbirds, and they would hit the nectar in the rain and all the things where insects couldn't do it.
That's how the ecosystem works, That's how like the birds go, "Hey, we got it, bees. You guys, all you other guys, chill out. We'll do it during the wintertime." I mean,
all right, let's do another breath. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. We have some really intense things to talk about today. We have some really, we're going to have an experience today like no other that you've seen. I promised you. We've been talking about having an experience in this world, and now we're going to have a simulated experience. It's going to be coming up soon. You do one more breath.
Come on, here we go. Come on, everybody. In through your nose, out through your toes. Big deep breath. Ooh, hold it in there. Ooh. Out through the toes.
I thought it was an ET.
Drop them shoulders.
I like the way we're just listening to the snow, like you can barely hear it. Can you hear it?
Never really listened to snow before.
Yeah, it's so soft. Denis Fay is here. I've been following his blog. You'll have to follow that. Check it out. I wish I had the thing to show you, to tell you about it, but I'm going to tell you about it on another day. But it's a
Humming
fitness
bros.
blog for people that are super fit and for those that are not so fit.
I'm out. Super fit. I'm out.
No, but you could be in the not so fit maybe, or maybe the pretty fit.
I'm back. Not so fit.
Vernus thought it was an ET or a flying saucer. Oh, because of the little, because the hummingbird feeder is just like floating there because it's under some special. It looks like a cardboard box. Guinel.
Yeah, they built
So
that
kind.
probably for
So kind.
the hummingbird feeder.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, I got something super special today. I've got music from Marcel Hutter. He's a German fellow.
Musical therapy.
Check this out. This is Marcel Hutter. He allowed us to play this on the show. It's, of course, some handpan.
Looks like he's in Connecticut.
Yeah, it's something about autumn, which isn't really the season now, but we moved out of it.
Still a little bit off.
I think we just got into
A little
winter.
bit, no?
It works.
I know it's
Super
Hanukkah.
skilled. Super skilled, Marcel. Feel free to dance, move however you want. Breathe. Continue breathing. Whoa, rain stick! Yes! I didn't know you had a rain stick.
Sounds so good, too.
I think the hummingbirds are going to be doing more music this coming year. I got my little music situation set up in here. You got your rain stick and your DJ setup. We're going to be doing some looping. Just Jay's going to be doing some tongue drumming.
Ooh, just Jay.
This guy's great, isn't he?
Melodies he got going on, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously very skilled at this. There's some other videos on his site that'll just blow you away. Especially he does some that are collaborations with other people, and it is like it's beautiful. Talk about a flying saucer, Vernus.
Yeah.
It looks like a flying saucer in his lap. There's going to be some sad things today. There are going to be some possibly disturbing things today. But it's going to be a really interesting show.
Right.
Yeah. Gunnell is perfecting his skills on the skin flute, apparently. Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh,
You know, I
you're so
didn't-
good at that. You're so
Yeah.
good at the skin
I-
flute, that guy.
I'm not familiar with that, but that sounds great, Gunnell. I'm really happy for you.
Yeah, man, he's a champ.
Happy Barefoot Tuesday! Jose, I hope you're feeling better today. Jose was under the weather. Hopefully he's feeling better. It's a tough time. There's a lot of that under the weather going on.
It's winter, it's fall.
If you're watching the show right now, I encourage you to hit the like button. It's just fun. It helps the show. Gunnell loves the skin flute. It's beautiful. It's beautiful that he has a
Good job, Marcel. Good job. Good job.
musical
Good job.
outlet. Thank you, Marcel Hutter, for letting us play today.
Thank you.
Now on to Super Jeff. Can you believe it's Super Jeff time?
Super Jeff. Super Jeff.
Oh, Super Jeff.
Jeff. I love this song.
Isn't it good? I listen to it on a loop all day sometimes.
Hello, it's Super Jeff coming to you from the Thai province of Tak, which is as far south as I have gone as Super Jeff. So we're here at the nightclub, which is an outdoor restaurant with lots of beer and a band. So just checking things out, and I hope you enjoy this type of therapy. Oh, and by the way, this here is Dino. Dino is my new special friend, which you'll see periodically.
A lot of bands in Thailand.
Entertainment is a huge thing.
Live entertainment?
The Thailand countries, the Filipino, or Philippines actually, I understand, countries, Korea. It's on. It's like Vegas everywhere.
Oh, here's the band.
Here with the band. They're from Camping Pet. They still have one more set to go, but they're just drinking up.
They're just eating and drinking and
Yeah, are we watching them have lunch?
yeah, we're watching them have lunch. This is intense. Somebody's having lunch at least. Maybe I moved to Thailand. Jeff should start a band. Start a band.
Yeah, Jeff.
Wouldn't that be cool if you did that?
What's the name of this band?
They're called Flid.
The name of the band? Or is that the name of
That's probably the bar. What's the name of Jeff's little friend? I think he said the name of it. I didn't get it. I think he said the name of it, but I didn't quite understand it. Okay, now I want to bring it back down here for a second because we got to talk about something serious. Something serious.
Boney, I'm liking what's going on over here.
Boney's got it
Pulling
like,
it off today.
you know, we're going to slow it down a little bit. Thanks, Boney, for doing such a great job today. He's really like keeping the show moving. Guignel says, what's the name of Jeff's little friend? I think he said what the guy's name is, but I didn't catch it. Prosciutto. He could be called Prosciutto. Dino.
I like prosciutto.
I like prosciutto better, I think, than Dino. Dino is kind of on the nose. That was fascinating, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff's always having a great time. All right, so now I want to talk about something because last Tuesday we were talking about P22, the mountain lion that lived in Griffith Park, and unfortunately, over the weekend, we got some bad news. P22 had to be put down, had to be humanely euthanized. I thought there's no way that would happen because he's just, he's basically the king of Los Angeles. Some people call him the king of Los Angeles. This behind us is some of the cameras that they've spotted him with, and they've been tracking him for all his life that he's been living in Griffith Park. And, he's a mountain lion.
He's been surviving human all this time.
The thing about mountain lions is they need like 300 miles of their own domain to really thrive.
Space.
Yeah, they need space. And Griffith Park is only 9 miles. That's all it is, 9 miles.
Right. Yeah. They're asking this great beast to contain himself to 9 miles. It's like being trapped in a bedroom for us.
And the incredible thing about him, too, is that he was able to live amongst humans and other animals and thrive for a long period of time. He lived to an old age. But so I was worried, like, did they just euthanize him because he ate a dog or what was it? But actually what the people, oh my gosh, there's this video that I watched last night to find out, what happened. And the people that were taking care of him, they just loved him so much. They were all crying. They took because they got him. What had happened is he got hit by a car. And that's why they had to pick him up. And they followed him, besides the fact that he ate a dog or two. They picked him up. They brought him to the Wildlife Animal Park in San Diego. Once they saw that he was really in bad shape, they took him down to the super experts in this. And they ran every possible test, did all the x-rays and MRIs and stuff. And what they found out was that he was in terrible, terrible condition. he had been hit by a car and it damaged all of his organs. I won't get into the detail of it, but it was like really bad. And then on top of it, he had a lot of cuts. One eye was damaged. He was just they couldn't really save him. They put him on pain medications because he was in so much pain, and they had to put him down. So
Yeah, he didn't look good, bro. When they went to pick him up, he was like,
yeah,
it looked like he was gone already. He was out.
yeah,
He was knocked out. They put him in a cloth thing to carry him like a gurney,
yeah.
like a ambulance gurney. But yeah, he didn't look good at all, bro. When they first went to pick him up, man.
Yeah. So
Pretty
the
beat up.
people that were with him to the end, they loved him and they did not want to put him down. So I just wanted to pass that on. There is one great thing that's happening because of him. If you look here at the website for SaveLACougars.com, there's a whole eulogy for P22 on here. Because, he was a real member of the community and a real inspiration for a lot of folks, and that he could live amongst, because there's a lot of animals that live in Los Angeles. There's coyotes and raccoons and all these wild animals that have to live here in Los Angeles, and they have to find ways to live amongst we humans, which sometimes we are terrible to live with, oftentimes. And so on this site, one of the things this is a eulogy that you can read about him, but also there's a thing that they're building because of P22 and because of other animals. The reason he got stuck in such a small area was because when they grow up, they have to find an area of their own. And so he had to go from the Santa Monica Mountains to someplace else. And that someplace else ended up being Griffith Park. So he crossed the 101 and the 405 to get there and then could never go back and was just stuck in the middle of the city. And so now what they're coming up with is these wildlife crossings. They're building one now. They're in the middle of building one on the 101. And what they do here, it says they restore ecosystems that had been fractured, disrupted, and they reconnect lands and species that are aching to be whole. I believe these crossings go beyond mere conservation towards a kind of environmental rejuvenation that's long overdue. So they're building it there. They haven't built it yet. There's even a webcam where you can look at how they're doing with it.
Progress.
Yeah, the progress. There's the groundbreaking with the governor there. And what they're doing is they're reconnecting the
fact
natural
that he
habitats.
got all the way from the Santa Monica Mountains to Griffith Park is amazing.
Oh, it's incredible. They couldn't even
I mean,
believe it. When they first saw him on those
journey alone
cameras,
must have been.
they first saw him on those cameras, they could not believe it. Greg Wardla says, there are more coyotes now than prior to colonization. Only indigenous species to have a larger population due to urban sprawl. So yeah, so they're starting to adapt to, they have to, essentially. Coyotes.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too with P22 is that, I mean, he was all by himself.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
they
they're
never
like
caught
that
him
though.
within-
Mountain lions are all by themselves. But one of the problems is because they don't have a lot of places that they can go. When it comes to mating, they've been inbreeding, like on Game of Thrones.
Well, obviously.
And
Yeah, obviously,
we all
but I
know
mean,
that the inbreeding
but
does
he's not
not
even-
lead
he doesn't even
to
have a
good
sister.
things.
Joel,
Yeah.
he doesn't have a cousin. Doesn't have an aunt. You know what I mean? Like, how's he supposed to? He's a lonely, bro. Come on, man. Look at how old he was too.
Well, this is what it looks like here.
It's a lot
This is
to
what the
ask.
bridge looks like. Yeah, it's a lot to ask. All right, so anyway, I wanted to let you all know about that because we talked about it the other day. I want to move on to something just as an uplifting kind of quote thing here to get us back in gear for the experience that we're going to have after this. Are you ready? You ready, Blas?
Why are you so mysterious today?
I
You're
know.
so mysterious.
I am
I'm
very
turned on.
mysterious.
I'm turned on by it.
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
Intrigued.
Okay, you ever heard of this guy, Moochie?
Moochie?
I used to have a cat named Moochie, one of my favorite cats, but this guy's name is Moogie. And I never heard about him until yesterday. We have a guest coming on Friday, which is going to be mind-blowing, I think. This guest, Angelo DeLulo, he has his own, well, I better show you this. He has his own YouTube channel, and he wrote a book. It's called Simply Always Awake, the book. And the book is about non-duality. Remember that? Non-duality? Am I blowing your mind?
But that's going to be ongoing, baby. Non-duality.
If you think this is going to blow your mind, your mind's going to be so blown by what we do after this. It's going to be, it's going to be crazy. So yeah, Simply Always Awake is the name of his book. And apparently what happened is he awakened to non-duality, which is basically saying we're all one. There's no me and the rest of the world. There's no me and you. We're all one. We're all connected. And according to him and many of these other people, I might go off on a tangent here, but I think it's important. According to them, you suddenly see it. You suddenly see that we're all connected and you can't unsee it.
Mm.
And I have an example. Today's show is called Letters Not Words. And my example is the game, it's letters not words. You're confused by it, and then all of a sudden you see it and you got it. 100%. Have you ever played Letters Not Words? You ever played that?
Yes, I have.
Do you know the game?
I told you I played Scrabble competitively. Seriously.
This is not Scrabble. This is not
I take
Scrabble.
on all challengers.
What about
letters not words? I know
you
it's
know?
not Scrabble,
Okay,
but
give
I'm
me
telling
one.
you.
Give me one.
I
Letters
played
Not
Scrabble
Words.
competitively because you know why? We didn't have letters without words before. We had Scrabble.
Kamala hates this game, by the way. So I was taking a little bit of a chance talking about it on the show.
She's a wordsmith. Why would she not like it?
I know, but she hates Letters Not Words. Look at her. She's like saying, oh no. So basically, this is the game. And this is a game that all of you hummingbirds can play along with. Basically, it's letters not words are the rules of the game. And you just do one. Like I'm going to do one right now. It's grass, but it's not lawn. And then you go.
But I forgot the rules.
The rules are
a clue, or I got to guess.
The rules are it's letters, not words.
Okay, and you give a clue with a phrase.
No, you just have to do it. So I say like it's moon, not earth. And then you do it.
What am I doing? I'm doing
Well,
this.
it's letters, not words. So this is an example of like
you got to tell everybody what the rules are and what
the
explain
rules are.
Concept.
The rules are, it's letters, not
I will
words.
punch you. I will
I know.
punch
That's
you.
why Kamala hates this too, because it's just like, shut up. Anyway,
Keep
I'll just put
repeating
that.
the same thing over.
No, it's letters, not words. Anyway, so my example about non-duality is you don't see it. You and I do not see non-duality yet. But when we do, we'll all of a sudden go, oh, just like letters, not words. When you see it, you'll be like, oh, I get it now. And then you'll say one, and we'll be, yeah.
So for we're just hovering over you with this question mark blank look on our face while you say stuff like it's a bottle, but it doesn't contain.
Oh, you almost had it.
Like,
it's bottle, not container.
Almost.
It's bottle, not container. Anyway, this was just an example. I'm not here to wait. Lord the game over you. I'm just here to present an idea through an illustration.
What you're saying is that it's fun, but it's not a game.
It's happy, but not fun.
You mansplain me one more time, Joe.
It's so annoying. This is why it's annoying. But as soon as you see it, you'll be like, oh yeah, I get it. And then you'll say one of them. Okay. Here's something that I want to tell you right now. I never, on this show we talk about how I'm not interested in doing psychedelic drugs. I'm not interested in mushrooms, and because I don't like what happens.
That you're gonna regret. Okay, don't you dare.
No, I'm just saying, and most of my friends would agree with me. They'd be like, Joel, nah, probably not the thing for you. You should probably just stick to.
I'm not one of those friends. I'm not
kombucha. But okay, remember when we were in the Thing Festival and I interviewed those guys and I was asking them about those men and women.
They got pissed off with calling it tripping.
Right, these guys, these people. Let me see. Let's go. Mushroom people. Sid and Marty Croft, the ones who do HR Puff and stuff. Do you think that they take mushrooms?
I'm unsure who that is, but based on how I saw you react to who they might be,
I love this clip.
Yeah.
I love that answer. I love that answer. Do you think that doing psychedelic drugs helps people to be artists?
Absolutely.
Are any of you artists?
I am not an artist, but we have a lot of really amazing musicians and artists in Port Townsend, and many of them are influenced by psychedelic experience, inspired by psychedelic experiences.
When you look at a painting, do you go, oh, this guy, man, he was tripping on shrooms when he did this painting?
I don't know. As a non-artist, I'm not sure I know the answer to that.
Do you think actors should do mushrooms?
That sounds like a great idea.
It does. Maybe like while they're making the movie, they could do mushrooms?
Yeah, I mean, I think method acting in all of its forms is advantageous.
Do you think, okay, this is what I've heard about psychedelics, is that it detaches your meaning to things. So like I put a meaning to this table, but if I trip out on mushrooms, I'm like, whoa, what's that crazy thing there? And because I don't have an attachment or a thing that goes, whoa, calm down, dude, that's a table. Anybody have that experience?
Aldous Huxley had that experience. He described that experience when he took mescaline. So, yeah.
Do you think?
Colleen.
Okay, so.
She said mescaline.
So yeah, so I'm trying to figure out, like, without doing mushrooms, without doing them, because I'm not interested in doing mushrooms, I want to find out what the experience is like. I want to find out what is it like. Right. So. I found on the internet this channel that tries to replicate what it's like to be tripping or on a psychedelic journey. And so they have these masterful, I don't know what they are, video manipulators that take an experience and try and show you what it's like at different levels. They loved your questions. I think they loved my questions too. They seem to be enjoying themselves. I was not making fun of them at all.
They're great.
If anything, I was making fun of myself.
We never aired that, right?
Yeah. So what I want to ask the hummingbirds and all those people out there, what is this what it's like? Is this what it's like? So I thank you to the channel that gave us this. I'm going to show you right now, and let's take a look. Let's take a look. Check it out. Let's hear what people have to say. Now, this is from Josie Kin's channel. Josie let us show this, and it's actually different conglomerations. I'll try and be quiet so we can experience the hallucinations.
Boney, take us out for at least like 45, 60 seconds.
Yeah, Boney, can you take us out for a second? We're just
drop ourselves into
immersive.
this.
This is I would say it's pretty trippy. I'm tripping. So yeah, down in the lower left-hand corner, you can see the people that made these. Because it's all various people. Let's take a look at some more. Like, oh, let's go here. This is crazy. Yeah, Woodfield. Do you like it? I'm terrified right now, so far.
You don't find it at all? Like, you don't find it a little bit intriguing and maybe...
No, I find
I would
it
like to
terrifying,
experience
but for, you know, I can understand a little bit about like what, you know, how it's like you've got your reality and then all of a sudden it starts to do its own thing. And you wonder, you know, that was the thing we were talking about, how like we're in like the cockpit of an airplane, we just have the dials to look at and we can't look out the window. And that's what life is like. So we don't know what, maybe this is what reality is like. And we just,
Well,
because we're,
I'll tell you. Okay.
yeah,
They're very, very close to what it's like to experience a psychedelic moment.
yeah,
Because not only that they're incorporating the visual, right, but
yeah. The sound.
audio-wise, right, sound-wise, they're kind of close to it.
So
But
it distorts
everybody's
sound as well.
it does it distorts it, but what it is the experience. They go together. You know what I mean? Like the sound and the images go together, and everybody's experience is different. Every individual, you know, which is probably why it's good that you're terrified, because who knows, you can have a different experience, you know. But it's very, very close. I think but just looking at it to try to understand it makes sense. But the actual, like, everything, like the smells and the other senses that go with this, I mean, that's the, you know, the experience it's a whole experience. Touching, you know, people like when you do psychedelics, people touch each other and it's like, oh my God, that's incredible. You know what I mean? Like touching your own skin, touching other people, or touching different objects. You're experiencing the, you know, it in the moment. So visually
symmetric
and
vision
sound wise, very, very close.
Look at symmetric vision.
But hummingbirds, tell me if I'm right. The whole experience, all the senses. Yeah, it's
I think
you
so.
can simulate anything.
Let's take a look up here.
should do it.
Oh, this is Woodfield again.
Distorted things are,
Yeah,
but you're still walking
yeah.
on a straight
Still
line.
walking.
You
But
know,
like
you're
the colors
still-
are changing
if you're
too.
with your friends and you're hanging out, I'm just saying your depth of perception and your perception, you know, if you have a good experience about it, you know, you're still like you're okay. You're not running to jump off a bridge.
There's on
And-
Josie Kin's YouTube channel, they talk about different stages of it too, like how, you know, if you're like a little bit tripping out, and then as it gets worse, or I don't know, better and better, worse or worse, I don't know,
First
as
of
it
all,
gets
stop
more and more
tripping.
intense. I got to stop
talking
judging
about-
things. I got to stop judging
Correct.
things.
Let's be clear.
It's clear that I got to stop it. Joel would be a great guide to trip with. Bloss would make you sit on an anthill and say, be an ant. Exactly.
You
I don't
know
know.
what though, Howard? You know what, Howard? Like I'm actually the best person to go on a trip with.
I would
trust
never,
me.
never. in
For
a
some weird
million
reason, my facilities get heightened. I mean, I've been with friends, people that had a bad trip, and I happen to be the one who kept it all together. Thank God.
That's a nightmare.
I didn't know. You know, yeah. Like I said, Joel, like maybe you aren't the one,
Shaft.
you know, to experience this. But I'll tell you, if you're in a controlled environment, like if you go, you know, like when you're with the indigenous people and you're experiencing this kind of like hallucinating.
Oh, I might do
hallucination kind of
ayahuasca.
thing, you know. But
Because
see, that's what I'm talking about.
That's
See,
like
that
a
might be
controlled
appropriate for you
thing
because
with
you're
you,
not
but like a
just-
shaman, and it's like a
Yeah.
spiritual experience. It's not like, hey, let's
Yes.
drop a bunch of acid and
Yeah.
go to Las Vegas or whatever. You know what I mean?
No. That's not for you. That wouldn't be for you.
Because then you
Actually,
have some kind of
you'd
like
ruin
journey.
My high. You would ruin my high. bro,
Never,
if you
never.
went to Vegas and you're-
Never would I do anything like this with Bloss. I'm not advocating any of this, by the way. I'm just exploring
Wait a
it for the
minute.
people out there.
You're not advocating it.
No, I'm not advocating it. I'm just checking it out.
But I know. But now I want to.
If you want to know more about it, you talk to Josie. Josie would know about it. Josie
No,
Kim.
no. You reminded me of what I went through a little bit there, and now I want to experience all the senses. So you now I'm on the verge of, going to explore again.
Look at this.
Who wants to come
Dropped
with me,
acid
Hummingbird?
once while golfing. We
Who
quit
wants-
because the gnomes and jaguars were stealing our golf balls. Yes.
I
You
hate
see?
that. I hate when they do that, bro.
That's the worst.
Golf
man.
is a singular sport. It's not a participation sport.
All right. Well, I don't know. I gotta cleanse the palate. This was super interesting, and
I love that you brought it in.
I thank
you
Josie for
cannot get away
sharing
from
this
it.
with us
Went to the
and
big
Woodfield and everybody.
Go.
This has been a nice dip in the water, but I would rather watch red pandas.
Feeding 1,500 animals at the zoo
beavers
is like
eat
hosting a dinner
pumpkins,
party, and everybody
I
eats
think.
something completely different.
I want to see
Some
Joe
of your guests
Fury.
want to have
Joe
vegetables
Fury
and
might do
fruit
it,
for
but
dinner.
he's,
Some of
he
your guests
probably
want to eat
drops acid all
hay,
the time. I don't know.
and some of your guests want to have meat for dinner.
Bonnie, what are
a
you
big
doing,
jo-
Bonnie? Come on.
Oh, Boney,
You're doing
this is getting
so
trippy.
good so far, bro.
It's getting
Focus.
trippy. Okay. Come on, Boney. Come on, Boney. Get up some pumpkins. Okay, good. Whew.
Here we go.
I just
Party
needed
and
some melons.
Everybody eats something completely different. Some of your
See if I can get this. See this guy. This. I
guests
mean,
want to have vegetables and
what's
fruit
good.
for dinner.
This is
Some
the
of your
good
guests want to eat hay, and some of your guests want to have meat for dinner. It's a big job to feed all those animals
So
at the
anyway,
zoo, and it's a big job to
just
have
wanna
all those
thank everybody for
supplies
being
on
here
hand.
today.
We have an animal nutritionist
we're gonna
here
have-
Is she
at Oregon
griping
Zoo,
about her
and
job?
they order all the food
No,
that we
she's
need,
talking about
and
how she
then
loves feeding the
some
animals.
pounds
We're
of
gonna
hay each
in the
week
coming
clothes,
year,
and most of
we're
that
gonna
must be
go
on her.
on an excursion
One of my
where
most favorite
where
animals
I
to
take
feed are
care of
the sea
animals
otters.
and
The
Bloss is
keeper
gonna take
staff
care of
has
animals,
to
and we're
sort
gonna
through
find
all
out
the
what
different
that's
fish
like.
that we receive and seafood.
Yeah, you got to experience it to know it.
You got it right.
Got to experience it to know it. Yeah. Plus, it's like our love for animals is so big. You know what I mean? Like, wildlife therapy is huge for us. So
Yeah.
you got to get some, some contact. You got to get in there. You got to get your hands in there and get that wildlife therapy.
Yeah.
Look at these guys. They look fun.
Those are otters.
Scary at the same time.
There's
Yeah.
nothing scary about them. But
No,
everybody
I mean,
has
we
their
don't
own.
know- I don't know those creatures. You know
fear
what I mean?
levels.
They're beautiful, but if they're scared of me, they're gonna. They bite me, and now I'm scared more.
I wanted to just
But I want
mention one
to-
other thing before we go into our dance break. I saw this movie. And- I've been seeing a lot of, I don't know, maybe it's the time of year. Maybe it's the fact that I was sick for a couple weeks and was really trying to up my spirits. But I saw this movie, The Power of the Heart. Anybody see it? Has anybody seen it?
Oh,
Yeah, it's called The
I
Power
have
of the
not
Heart.
seen it.
It's got these incredible
look
people
at
in it.
that
Maya
lineup.
Angelou, Paulo Coelho. See, there I go. Not being able to pronounce the guy's name, but he's the guy, that he writes some incredible books. Somebody help me out here. Eckhart Tolle,
Hello.
of course. Paul Coelho. Is that how you spell his name? Say his name?
Coelho.
Anyway,
Coelho.
that guy. He's written some incredible books. Deepak Chopra. Anyway, they're all in there. They're talking about the heart. But one of the most interesting things was this scientist was talking about it. And that what they were saying is that the heart and the mind are your two, they're communicating with one another all the time. And you need to follow your heart just as much as you need to follow your mind. And so what they were saying is that they show people pictures on a computer. And they will have a picture that is kind of disturbing, and then they will have a picture that makes people happy, and they mix them all up, so you don't know which one's coming. And then they monitor your heart. And so what they found out was your heart, This is trippy. Your heart can anticipate what kind of picture is coming. So just before the scary pictures, and these are random, they're just totally randomly chosen on a computer.
So just before an image, you mean?
Just before an image shows up
your heart
that is disturbing, your heart gets ready for it. And just before an image that is joyful or makes you happy, your heart gets ready in a different way. But it knows seconds before it sees it.
Whoa! Time out. See, what I thought I was going to hear was that the images are mixed up, right?
Yeah.
So your heart's getting ready for whatever image is going to show up.
Yeah.
Okay, it's getting ready for it. Like you don't know if it's going to be good or bad. Okay?
You don't know.
So emotionally or whatever your heart's going through, it's going. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen right now. I'm either going to be a mess or I'm going to be so happy I can't contain myself. And then when the image comes on, your heart adjusts to it.
No.
So you can accept the image. Wait.
No.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
Oh, that's what
I thought you were going to say. Right. But
Yeah.
what you're saying is the heart knows that milliseconds,
not milliseconds, like
before it
seconds
pops up.
before, like 20 seconds before. It knows.
Okay. It knows what's going to come up, but the heart is always right, whether the heart is right or wrong.
Well, you can tell.
Ooh,
You can tell. Yeah. So it's like,
that's a lot.
you know how people say, I got a feeling in my gut? I got a gut feeling. And what they're saying is that that's actually your heart. Your heart is saying, gives you the gut feeling, but tells your brain, and then your whole body responds.
Right.
And he said, the guy on the movie, and this is a pretty reputable movie, I believe, the scientist said this can be duplicated. It's been duplicated many, many, many times. That the heart knows.
That like you said, that's why it's like something's happening to you, right? And your gut feeling to say, don't go there.
Yeah.
Don't go there. Don't get in that car. Don't go on that. Don't turn left. Your heart's telling you don't turn left, right? Because it knows. But your head or whatever's going on in your environment and whatever you're doing, you turn left anyways. So you didn't listen to your gut feeling. You didn't listen to your heart. And it's not the best journey.
I've definitely heard people
right
say...
would have been safe and better. Left turned out to be a bad experience.
I've heard people say that, like the Lockerbie airplane that went down and everybody died, that there was somebody who was going to get on that plane, and for some reason, as they were getting on the plane, they were like, no, I'm not going to get on the plane. And it was like unreasonable for them to not get on the plane. It was just like, why? And the person was just like, I don't know. And then they saved themselves.
I don't know. I just did. Okay. I have a very close friend of mine. Okay.
This show is getting hotter and hotter. Yeah.
Listen, he's done this to several of our other friends.
Yeah.
Where, like, oh, I'm going over here, or I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And he, for some reason, I don't know why, but he would say, don't do that.
Really?
Don't do it. Don't go there. Don't get on that plane. Don't get in that car. He'll say that to them. And then, upon your relationship with them, right? You'd be like, why would you say that? Like, what do you I'm telling you, man, just don't go on that, right?
Yeah.
And he has been right 100 times.
Really?
100% right. 100% right. And this is, like, I'm not saying this lightly. I'm trying to be joking with this and stuff, but for some weird reason, his heart just gets it. Like, and that's his heart for someone else. You know what I mean?
For somebody else.
He has not
Intuition.
been wrong once. Not once. Say they go on it, bad experience. Say they don't go on it, thank God they didn't go on it.
Yeah.
Like, for some
Kamala
reason,
says, tell him about the lady in the bathroom. I don't remember the lady in the bathroom. She said she said to go the night before. And everyone was killed but her. The movie is incredible. Well, I must have been asleep during that part, or I don't know, but that sounds like a great story too. It just goes to
That's
show
what I'm
you.
talking about too, Kamala. That's what I'm talking about too.
That's what
Some
you're talking
people
about.
just have that, their heart knows, right? For other people, for other energy.
And it's almost like you have to learn to do that, because I don't always know.
Learn to listen to your heart, right?
Oh, Rwanda. Yes. This was, oh my gosh. Yes. yeah, there's an incredible section in this movie about this woman in Rwanda. I want everybody to watch this movie if they can, because in Rwanda there was just that horrible civil war where people slaughtered people, their neighbors, and there's a story about a woman in that, and she had this intuition to leave the night before this happened, and she didn't. But she's like, from now on, I always follow that intuition. So she ended up spending 3 months in a bathroom with a bunch of her other friends and relatives, and they were all in this bathroom, just tiny little bathroom, for 3 months hiding out. But you know what was really interesting about that? Was she had, it was the most horrific possible thing, but she came out of it with this incredible sense of forgiveness, this incredible sense of self, and this incredible sense of intuition. And she grew tremendously stuck in this bathroom for 3 months with 10 other people. So, okay, now it's holiday time.
That's your segue? Is that your segue?
Yeah.
God's sakes.
It's holiday time. It's time to dance.
My heart is all a mess right now.
I know.
Let's dance.
Let's dance. Let's do it, because that's the only way to get over it.
Listen,
it's time.
You were not wrong. Today was a big day.
It was a trip, wasn't it?
We were going to go through some stuff.
We went through some stuff.
Say it at the beginning. It's going to get deep. It's going to get there.
It's not your usual lunch therapy. It is.
But still therapy.
But it's therapeutic nonetheless. All right, let's get this thing going. Let's get this dance happening. This is going to be Broken Peach. You know them. You love them. Every Halloween they come out with a song. Every holiday they come out with a song. And in between they come out with cool songs. Don't you love Broken Peach? And they said, I emailed them and they said, yes, you can play this on your show. So I'm hugely grateful to Broken Peach for helping us leave on an upbeat note.
We like them. We like them a lot.
Several notes. Oh, look at me. I'm two of me. Woo, two of me. Where's Glass? I don't know where Glass went. I gotta crank this up.
We go for a